So during the holiday season, a lot of people bring people into their homes and they, start looking around and do they have enough space? Is there enough room for that table that fits everybody? And the holidays seem to be a time when we kind of look at those things and we really wonder. This holiday season, I want you to do that, but I'm going to already in advance help you with some of the things that might be hurdles in your mind as to why you're kind of stuck where you are. So if you want to hear all about that and to take a little bit more intuitive approach to this year's holiday season, please stay tuned. What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy Kane, living in the Denver suburbs on YouTube and obviously on all the socials, JKCO Realtor. No matter where you're watching, please hit that like button, share some comments, let me know you're out there. A lot of you are secret viewers of my content because you tell me many times down the road, I was watching this video, but do me a favor, tell me you're here, show me some comment love, no matter where you're at, and we can get rolling. So let's kind of dive into this because this is something that we often are worried about as we, start to come into the holidays. And I know just my wife and I were just talking about how we don't have enough actual plates. Holy cow, how do we become 40 and married and 3 kids and we don't have enough plates to feed our whole family? Family's pretty big, when the extended family comes over, but also where would we put these dishes? The china cabinet and those things that we just kind of threw out with the bathwater when grandma, wanted us to keep all that stuff, right? So when we're doing this, we oftentimes have a lot of people into our homes and we're entertaining and we're doing all of those things. So oftentimes, it's days like tomorrow and the holidays that come up. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving if you're watching this down the road or sometime. And we look around and we're like, we don't have enough space. Well, the problem that people are experiencing now is they either purchase their home or they refinance their home back when rates were absolutely killer, right? Because certainly there are some people that can afford to do not have a mortgage, but the majority of us and the majority of people that are watching this certainly do have a mortgage, right? And so while we're hosting people, we're like, okay, yeah, that would be great if I had, a place where I could have an extended leaf table and all of these things, and we can all sit at tables while I'm hosting, and I don't want to have card tables spun about the entire house. Well, the truth is that we get to that point and we're like, yeah, that would be awesome. And then we kind of think about our situation. We have those low interest rates. And ultimately a downsize or an upsize, depending on which way you're headed, would cost us the same or more money. And obviously the upsize always kind of did come with that extended price tag. If you're going to move into a better home, unless you're moving to a less desirable location, you're usually going to step up in price, which would mean that. But as we go through our careers and hopefully getting raises and things like that, that absolutely made sense. Well, now we have all of that, right? The added value of the home, which our prices are pretty high anyways, and then we have these higher interest rates. But the biggest mistake we can make right now as homeowners is just to say, well, wait till the rates come down. Because the truth is that inflation is here to stay, right? I was watching something and someone said, once inflation happens, it kind of happens, right? Certainly we can control it and all the things, but as we move forward and as we go through the history of our real estate market, especially here in Denver, prices are going to appreciate. And if we do see a slight correction and it pulls back a little bit, well, we're just going to keep hiking, the next year, right? With an average, appreciation rate of 6% over 60-year time. So as we kind of see this kind of come to fruition, that day will never come. And the truth is we're limited in our time here. That's the only finite thing that we all have in common, and we need to understand there are options. And a lot of times when people feel stuck, they're just like, okay, well, wait for this to happen. And then when this happens, the other shoe drops, right? And we're not really thinking about what that other shoe is in the moment. And so this holiday season, if that feeling comes around, because that's when it does mostly come around, is when we're, doing the family activities and we're cramming people into the homes and that kind of stuff. And we're like, oh man, it'd be great. It used to work before we had kids, but now we got 3 kids and so does my brother and all the things. We need a bigger space because we love this. Like, this is the highlight of our entire year. Every single year is this piece. Do not let your interest rates and affordability get in the way. Let's have a conversation and see, because if you do wait till the rates do fall down to get into that more comfortable house, first of all, your kids might be, gone and then we're back to a little bit, or maybe exponentially larger, depending on their life path. But when the rates do drop a little bit, that's going to bring all of these pinup buyers, just like yourself, who are waiting for those rates to drop. They're going to come to the market, and then what? Then what are we going to do? Then we're going to have a major issue, because then the prices are going to be up, and that whole percentage point that you saved here is going to get eaten up pretty quickly, and we're still in the same predicament, the affordability thing, right? So certainly I'm not talking you into being house poor or whatever, but with Thanksgiving here, I just wanted to kind of take some time to talk about that, because there are absolutely opportunities in this market. Truth be told, the market over the next 6 weeks may be an amazing opportunity. Truth be told as well, if you call me today, we can probably get you under contract this week, because everyone else is distracted making turkeys and doing the thing. We can get you pre-approved with my lenders who are working and get you going. Not that I'm here to rush you, but there are massive opportunities, and everybody that you talk to either is sick of the high interest rates and sick of waiting, sick of renting, or they think that the interest rates are going to come down and everybody's going to be in the market in the spring, causing our prices to appreciate at probably an average to above average rate next year, I would assume. And so the whole point here is, let's not wait. The next piece is, if you are in this amazing interest rate for your home, but your car payment is a 10% interest rate and your credit card's a 30% interest rate, and all of these items are stacking up because commodities are costing so much more, then we are going to have some major conversations about what actually is your interest rate. What's your blended interest rate? Because could we pull all of that debt into a 6 or 7% interest rate and actually save you money on interest money going out? Well, that may be an opportunity for you to actually take advantage, right? Because we'd have to get rid of that low interest rate anyways, because the truth is we've built up so much credit card debt or so much debt with our car payments and that kind of stuff. We have to get a hold of it. So if we look at that blended rate, how much interest are you actually paying out every single month? And could we limit that? Could we actually lower that amount by refinancing out of a lower mortgage rate to bring some of those, other commoditized interest rates down? And if that's the case, do we look at upsizing? Because you do want to be comfortable in your home. And so as we're in the holidays and as we're working through this is super important to kind of wrap our brains around that there are options for you. There are markets and times where the market will, dip or slow down a little bit, and you will have the opportunity. Right now, specifically, we have more inventory than we've had in a really long time here in the metro area. Interest rates are kind of flatlining, but there's a lot of desperate sellers due to that interest rate being higher. So you do have the opportunity for rate buy downs and things like that. So maybe we can even control that on the front end and help you understand that that's exactly what we're looking for, kind of bringing all of that into the picture and helping you lower your overall interest rate. So the thing is that we look at one interest rate and we get stuck on it and we got this amazing interest rate, but the truth is it's inputs and outputs. And if you have high inputs of, things coming in and high outputs of interest going out, who cares if you have a 2.5% interest rate on your house, but you have 3 cars that are 10% and you have a credit card that's 30% and you have all this debt piling up because those interest rates are so high. We have options here, and that 2% interest rate might actually not be the blessing that you think it is, because you're just stuck in it and all of your money is in your equity in your home, and that happens to be not liquid, right? So that's not really going to help you in those other aspects. So I want you all to have a wonderful holiday season, wonderful Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the things. But I also want you to look around and think about it. is now the time to make a move to upsize. If you know it is deep down inside and you want to get moving, we can absolutely get you into a home for the new year, probably even before if we act quickly, and we can look at this. But ultimately, my goal is to help people build wealth through real estate, so we can look at your entire situation, everything that's going on, and see what moves need to be made so that you can level up. Whether that's getting out of a cramped house and getting into something where you can have the whole family over for Thanksgiving, or it's something where we used to have all these people over for Thanksgiving. That's a giant dining room table, but let's downsize and let's make this a little bit more comfortable. Those are the things that we need to be looking at. Our lifestyles have become non-important lately because of, the wonderful interest rate we're in, or the high interest rate we're in, or whatever. It's time to kind of take back some of that control and make those decisions that help. I'm here to help you. I'd love to have a consultation. You could book a private buyer consultation with me anytime, even if you're a homeowner, and we can talk about all the options and see what does actually make sense for you. But in the meantime, don't think about it too much. Enjoy that turkey dinner. Enjoy your Christmas holidays. We'll be back every single Wednesday on here, dropping a video. But I want to just wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. I'm so grateful for everybody who's watched my videos over the years. Even if you don't like them and even if you don't comment, I'm still saying happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you have a good one, and we'll see you next time, and go do something awesome. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.